Hello everybody, welcome back to the Amateur's Guide for Amateurs in Phasmophobia. Today I think it's finally time that we move out of the first building. What do you think? I mean, we've covered basically all that we can cover in this guide having to do with the Tanglewood Street House. Basically, we've covered everything. We've gone from what changes between each one of them, how to make the money that you need, how to best utilize all of your materials. But honestly, the best way to figure out the best way to use the materials is to go out and use them, to figure out how to use them to your benefit, to figure out the best time to use them for your playstyle. Tanglewood offers a pretty good start. It's like the smallest house, the one you can really get your hands on and learn about. So we've been in that house for a long time. I think it's time for us to move out of that house, especially since we've already taken a look at all of the difficulties and the way it looks different to Tanglewood. Now, mind you, there is talk of each one of these maps getting a revamp, but it shouldn't stop us from taking a peek and seeing some different techniques that could actually go into each one of the houses. Now, I'll probably go to each one of the houses and the farmhouses, but I'm not sure about the big areas. We might do high school and the campsite. I'm not so sure about the prison and the asylum. Those are really for group stuff, but we might get to it. Who knows, before they change some things up. Right now, I think I'll go to Willow Street. It's the next smallest house. Actually, I think, let's see, 10 and 2, 11 and 2. So technically, it's just a slight bit smaller by one room than Tanglewood. So now the issue is, and this is the reason why we're going to go around to each one of the houses, the issue with Tanglewood is there are no lockers. There are no hiding places. There's no closets to climb into or nothing like that. So you're like, how am I supposed to know where to hide? Well, that's what we're going to take a peek at. We're going to go into Amateur, and of course we know all of the stats. We could take a couple of video cameras. Let's see if we could do a full-on investigation while we're in here. I do recommend 2 writing books, 2 dots. We don't really need 2 of everything else. We'll take a couple of tripods, 1 thermometer, a strong flashlight, no sound sensors. We'll take a couple of smudges. We'll take the sanity pills. We'll take the salt, a couple of photo cameras, no parabolic. Motion sensor might be on the thing, so we'll take it. 2 lighters. No glow sticks. Both crucifixes, 1 candle. Okay. This is basically all that I'm going to take with me. I'm taking as little as I possibly can while trying to maximize how much money I might get out of Willow. Now, yet again, because we actually took a peek at this during the whole series, is the difference between amateur, intermediate, professional, and nightmare. The biggest thing is the money that we're going to make. Amateur is going to give you the least amount of money. But for this series, we're going to stick to amateur, so let's go with that. Just in case we have anybody new to the game, we want to make sure that we are indeed, you know, trying to accommodate for that. Amateur is like the best one to learn on. And quite frankly, it's like the...
Right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly
Give him a
before
second.
starting the investigation. I've also written some notes on the whiteboard if you need them. New
Go ahead.
intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Light switching. They didn't pay the power bill they called us. Oh, it's so foggy outside. Motion sensor, salt, and a ghost event. We might get the ghost event. Ghost events have actually been increased a little bit, depending on what type of ghost you have. So, here's the things that we can cover now that we're on a new map. First off, let's take a look at the actual map. These are going to eventually get an update as well, but we can see the power right here. We're on amateur, so we don't have to worry about switching it on to start with, and it does in fact have a basement. What else is different about Willow? Well, I'm going to take my normal stuff in. Let's go take a peek at Willow. Willow is actually a very nice building. It's one of my favorite houses to do. Not that I don't ever die on Willow, because I sometimes do. Let's be honest, I die in a lot of the houses. It's fine. We've got this one room. Another major thing are these doors right here look see-through, but the ghost cannot see through these right here. You can actually hide behind some of these doors whenever the ghost is hunting, and it will not know that you were there. Now, a ghost will roam from room to room to look for you whenever it's hunting, so you can't just hide yourself in a room and get away with it every single time, because it might just idly walk into that room looking for you. Let's close that. I always recommend looking through a room and then closing the door behind you as you leave. That way if the ghost messes with the door, like these two right here, if it messes with the door, you actually get a chance to see it. There's the bone. Okay, EMF 2, EMF 3. So, possibly hallway. Let's quickly drop this and drop that right quick. Fingerprints don't last forever nowadays, so if you know that a ghost touched a door, it's a good idea to go ahead and go get your UV and check it. Let's do this before we do anything else, because we are going to try and catch the ghost this time as well. We're not just here to take a peek at the house, we're here to do a full-on hunt. Oh, we have got fingerprints. That is right. There we go. That's our first evidence. We've got fingerprints. Nice. Okay, so it came from the inside. It may or may not be in the hallway. Let's just keep going because we are still looking for the cursed object, which is another picture. Just let the ghost sit over there. Inside this room is one of the hiding places back behind here. Apparently this is a hiding place as well, according to the developers, because whenever you go between amateur to intermediate and stuff like that, so there are times that this particular spot right here is blocked. So this is considered a hiding place, though... Did you turn around and look at me? Though probably not a good one. This one right here is actually a little bit better, because the ghost can come over to here and might see you over here, whereas if you're hiding here, even though our head is kind of sticking out, it's still considered a hiding place. Don't ask me why. And that is one of the few places to hide. Okay, I'm still not seeing the cursed object. Could be in the basement, though. Turn off the lights and shut the doors behind me. Okay. Go ahead and get this basement run out of the way. Oh my gosh. Okay. Are we dealing with twins or a rummy ghost? What's going on here? I mean, it turned the lights on for me, so it's not a mare. By the way, the mare is a ghost that likes the dark, so if it turns a light on for you, you can definitely exclude mare from your list of possibilities. A Ouija board, you say? Alright. We'll take that up top. Now, there is a chance that this ghost is actually following me around, which gives me the feeling of Banshee or... Is it Phantom that can do that? The Phantom walks after you? Or is it the Wraith? And the Wraith teleports with you. The Banshee follows you, and the Wraith teleports to you, or something like that. I'm kind of sketchy on those, to be honest with you. You do put your handprints up here. If it is twins, can it be twins with fingerprints? Let me see. No, so it cannot be twins. Gotcha. But it could be the mimic, acting like twins. Suspicious. Okay. We have got that. Let us go grab... Maybe we should get the motion sensor. Possibly, because we're seeing it in two different places. If we can actually catch it on the motion sensor, that might help. Maybe. And we'll take a couple of our basic stuff as well. It takes a long time for the ghost to interact with the book, so get that in as soon as possible. The only issue is we're going to need to know exactly where the ghost room is. I feel like it's going to be this hallway. Put you there. Should have a peek right there. That's interesting. No steps through our motion sensor. Interesting. Could be that it is actually... Okay. Could be this actually in the basement. Who knows? Let's take a peek with this. Maybe we'll get orbs. We'll be able to find it that way. Or we'll get the thermometer and find the coolest room. Either one should work. And open the door. Look at that little orb right there. You see that? Oh. You're right there. The problem is I don't have a camera on me. Set you right there. So it is in this room, and there are orbs. Okay, let's grab a couple extra cameras, because that could have given us our ghost picture, but I don't have one in my hand, and that's how it usually works. It waits for you to set the camera down, and then it's like, I think I'll show myself. Nobody's gonna believe you. Also, we have the ghost room. We probably should get something in there. Let's see. Yep, there's that orb. So, evidence. Alright, now let's check Mimic really quick. Mimic. Fingerprints. Now, orbs, it can show orbs, but it's not actually one of the evidences, so as soon as we put in orbs, it's going to cross out the Mimic. We're just gonna have to remember that the Mimic is still on the table. It was doing kind of a Banshee thing. Could it be a Banshee? What would a Banshee be? That's okay. Can't really see those, but let's wait. Oh, and how's my sanity doing? 85? It's not bad. We don't have to worry about the demon. The Banshee can early hunt, but not by much, if I'm not mistaken. I actually need to write out how the ghosts have changed since the update, because there have been changes. There we go. Dots. So we've got a Banshee. And if I'm not mistaken, Ghost, Mimic, yeah. We would have freezing temperatures and Spirit Box, so we are definitely dealing with a Banshee. It was following me around. The motion sensor worked, walking through salt. Let's go ahead and take these in, and then we'll bring in the salt, because we still have to fill up our picture book anyway. I kind of like doing these little missions, and then, you know, giving tips as they come up. So, let's go ahead and take a picture of that. Set you right there. Let's go get the other crucifix and the salt. And we can just kind of hang out until it gives us enough fingerprints, because fingerprints are better than footprints by a little bit. So we're definitely going to want to get those since it's a fingerprint ghost. Should we bring anything else in? I'm not sure. Where am I at on sanity? Let's keep an eye on this. Banshees can adversely affect our sanity. I don't want it hunting me. Jared S. is subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. turn on this. We will get... we need... let's see. Saw you over here. Where? Oh, come on. Okay. No fingerprints. Let's just shut these doors in case we do get fingerprints. We'll see them. Right, did you put them on the other side by chance? There we go. There we go. Nice. Sing it for us, dude. He's so grumpy looking. He's walking around the kitchen like, where did my favorite spatula go? Okay. Okay, that is, what, 2? Ghost of... oh my gosh, just smack right into the door. I think that was 2 ghost events. We probably need to go check our sanity just in case. Don't want it getting so low that it feels like hunting, you know? I'm pretty sure that's what it's attempting to do, but I refuse. We are an amateur. We're not going to get a whole lot of money from this. It's not worth losing all of our stuff, so I'm just going to take some sanity pills and keep topped off. No sense in giving this banshee what it wants. Now, if it's a banshee, we could actually see if we can capture its unique sound while we're here, because this is actually the first banshee I think I've fought since... not fought, because I'm not actually fighting it, but I think this is the first one I've found since... wait for it. There we go. I kind of want to see if I can capture its, like, new sound that it makes with the parabolic. I don't even think I brought a parabolic. No, I sure didn't. Oh well. You can't ever say when you're going to get one of those, and if you lose a parabolic, you have to buy another one, so... that sucks. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe I'll put that in my list of to-dos for the next one, is to make sure I always bring a parabolic, just in case we run across a banshee again. So, have you moved into the kitchen permanently, or... you just hanging? I just saw dots. It looked like it was racing me. Glad you stepped in the salt, though. There we go. Give camera. Oh, it's out. Dadgummit. I should have a few more left on this one. We empty out this one. And we've got enough. And you also touched this one again, so I should be able to get another picture there. One more picture. And we've actually got a ghost photo, which is pretty damn sweet, dude. We did not... okay, we found the bone, we've got the Ouija board, and we've got the ghost, so we should get the max amount as long as, you know, I don't screw it up in the last picture, which is entirely possible. One more fingerprint. Touch a door. Steven. Where are you? I feel like this ghost has moved out of here. Okay, jerky. So what we do is we go out, we get the thermometer, and try and find the coolest room again. Dadgummit. The banshee moved. Not following me around anymore. It's gone off someplace else. It has gotten bored with this room. 65. Where was that? Uh-oh. Get out of my hand. Not you. You. Okay, do we have everything that we need? we have got all of our stuff. We have got all of our evidences. And we do, in fact, have banshees. So we are good. We can go. We are at 93. We are good. We are good. Okay, let's go take a peek around. I showed you a couple of the hiding places. Now, this is Willow, like I said. Here is Willow. This drawer is haunted sometimes. I've come in and it's been vibrating. This area right here doesn't have very many hiding places. You can try to loop it around the couch. I have seen people hide right here effectively, but I don't know. It does not seem very effective whenever I've tried hiding here. I've gotten caught. Also, you can loop it around here. If you're wondering what I mean by looping, first off, you are very, very new to the game, and welcome. Secondly, it's basically when you run around an object and try to keep the ghost from capturing you. Understand that there goes the dots again. The ghost will slowly speed up as it sees you. If you can break line of sight, it'll slow back down. But if it can't see you, not if it can't see you, if it sees you, it slowly gains speed as it sees you. So you have to try and get to a hiding spot or a break line of sight as often as possible. We have the garage. This vehicle right here is a good looping thing. This is a hiding place, sort of. I've hid here once or twice. I haven't died here yet. I don't feel very comfortable with it because if the ghost by chance does like this walk around the vehicle thing, it will see you. There is also over here, which should work. All hiding places tend to work sometime. Do we have a dirty banshee in the shower? Steven, you're gonna... Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop playing with that. That is not your water, sir. Are you paying the bill? No, you are not. Okay, and then we have the basement. Now, down here, there's a couple of places that you can go. You can loop around this area. And you can try to hide right here. I'm not sure that either one is particularly great, but if you're stuck down in the basement, either one of those options are open in amateur. Obviously, in all of the other ones, you're going to have to check to see whether or not they're open. This one is open as well, though I'm not sure if you have a crawly ghost, if it can see you through here or not. I don't know. I feel kind of skittish about that one right there. And this hiding spot is open at times as well. Now, if you happen to come into the house, pay attention to these two mannequins. There's been plenty of times that I've come in, and one of those mannequins would be up in other parts of the house. Like, I've had one up here in the kitchen. It appeared right here. And I had one mannequin appear outside, right outside this window on the patio. Both of which told me that the ghost was down in the basement, because the ghost can interact with and teleport things away from its ghost area only when nobody is watching. So it can do that. I've also had this bunny teleport places, so that would tell me that it's actually in this room. Now, if it tries to teleport something and somebody is watching it, I think the only thing it does is wind up turning it. So if you can keep track of which way they're facing, I usually can't keep track of which way they're facing. There's a lot of mannequins in a lot of different areas, but if you can keep track of that, it also might tell you whether or not the ghost is in a particular room or not. What else about this area? I think that covers... Oh yeah, this hiding place right here too is supposed to be useful. But if the ghost comes over here for any reason, we saw it spawn over here. If it spawns over here, or if it walks over here, you're kind of toast right here in this corner. And that's what it means when they say Willow Street has... The motion sensor just went off. Willow Street has no hiding spots per se. There's no... Thank you for proving my point, sir. If he spawns right there during a hunt, that spot will not work. Okay, so is that it? I think that's it. What? He's moving things. He's so frustrated. It's like, this is a haunting. You are not supposed to be giving a house tour. Take me seriously. Am I a joke to you? Oh, that poor ghost. Anyway, that is Willow. Like I said, That is one of my favorite houses because for some reason the fact that there are no hiding places in that house means that, well, you take the house a little bit more seriously. You don't take for granted that a hiding spot is going to be open. It just occurs to me that there's one other hiding spot that I think that I have not showed. But it is a use at your own risk kind of hiding spot. And that's this one. The ghost doesn't see through the window, just so you know. A lot of these doors that are against a wall, if the ghost doesn't have the ability to go into a room at this corner, you're safe to hide behind the door. But some of the doors are getting blocked up nowadays, and they're getting nerfed. Like, they're putting them on the other side of the hinge, because I think whenever we started, that one was over here and you could have hid behind this door, but you can't do that anymore. And I have to say, there has been one time I've been caught off guard, and I stood behind this door right here, and I was safe. But I don't know that the ghost actually came in here with me. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to walk all over you, ghosty. I do apologize. Anything else that is specific to this room? If the ghost launches a hunt, and you can stand right here and you've got some lights on and you can see the ghost, you might be able to watch them through the window. But the ghost can, in fact, just wander into this... I saw that! Are you being a smart aleck? Editing Liz, could you rewind that? Did you see that? That was creepy. The ghost can actually wander into any of the rooms during their hunting phase. So no room is safe to just hide behind the door, you know, with the door closed, but with that particular door, at least you can see through it to see if the ghost is coming to you, and you can try to loop it around the couch or something. Anything else with this house? I think I pretty much covered everything that I know about Willow as of right now. It's one of my favorite maps, but, you know, you might find that it's kind of hard because it doesn't have any official hiding places. They're just kind of hide behind this, sneak behind that type of things. But I kind of find that more refreshing than a locker that may or may not work half the time because the ghost actually sees you get into the locker. Or you forget to turn off your flashlight. Which, by the way, if you forget to turn off your flashlight, the best way to counteract that is to walk out of your hiding place, turn your flashlight on outside of your hiding spot, turn it back off, and then go back into your hiding spot. As long as it senses it from its last location, that's where it's going to go. I think that's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of my show and tell, per se, of Willow on Amateur. Let's actually go find out if we got our ghost right and how much money we made on basically a perfect game. I'm pretty sure we even got perfect photos on this one. All of them look 3-tier, and these are the highest tier pictures we can get, so let's see what we got. 90 bucks, top tier. Now, the only way to make more on Amateur is to do a bigger map. There is an amount that you get for doing bigger maps, and Willow is one of the smallest ones. So we can make a little bit more money checking out some of the other maps, but on Willow, that's like the top. We got $40 for our pictures, so that's really, really good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the day. Next episode, we're going to pick up another house and go take a peek at it, and we're just basically going to go through each one of the houses, and as things pop into my head, tips that I have learned over time, and obviously if we die, then we'll just keep trying it until we don't. Tips that I have picked up or learned over time, and I'm going to share those with you through each one of the houses, because each house has a different set of rules and a different set of issues that you have to deal with. So I'll see you then. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye!